Ooh, that was a good one. Good people of Twitch, of social media, how y'all doing? Got a vibe for you. I'm your late night gamer guy. For the first 10-ish minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and relax myself, relax my mind, but I'm not gonna leave the stream silent. I don't even like silence too much unless I'm outside in nature. That's different though. The topic at hand, we will be talking about cheating. I'm gonna approach it from a non-biased point of view because that's the only way that I know how to. Because I want to dissect the whole notion of it. So I don't want anyone to take my words as more than just non-biased thoughts. They're just words and they're just thoughts. It's open-mindedness. Sometimes that's the best way to touch on a topic. First is mentality. I hope you enjoy the audio clip. Next is a little musical jam that I put together. That's going to take us into the gameplay. Cheers. Ouch. Ouch. There we go, kind of.
So this goes very deep
Good.
into us. It goes deep, deep, deep into the problem we have about guilt. While it is true, therefore, we should do something about changing the situation, the one way of not doing anything about a situation is feeling guilty about it. Because when people feel guilty about a situation, they most usually, instead of doing something practical to change it, they resort to all sorts of symbolic methods of expiation. They go to confession. They see an analyst. They do all kinds of things, which will be ways of actually not doing anything about the problem, but feeling all right about it instead. And guilt invariably produces that sort of reaction. It is a destructive emotion. And instead, we need to have a different attitude to our mistakes and to our misdeeds. Walt Whitman always admired animals because they do not lie awake at night and weep for their sins. Animals are practical in the real sense, as are children who haven't been taught this extraordinary hang-up of guilt. Because if you have done something wrong and you have made a mistake, and somebody makes you ashamed of it and guilty, you run around licking the sores of your wounded ego because you feel your pride has been hurt. The first thing to understand is that it is not a serious failing in a human being to make mistakes. Everybody has to make mistakes. There is no way out of it. You can't learn anything unless you make mistakes. So, you know, this is a way of taking away people's blockage, people's guilt and shame about making mistakes. So you absolutely, freedom means, basically, the freedom to make mistakes. The freedom to be a damn fool. And then not to recriminate with yourself when you do finally realize that it was a mistake, but simply don't do it again. Or at least do it less often.
Ladies and gents, good people, social media, Twitch, how you doing? I'm your gamer guy, late at night, talking and casually gaming. I have a topic at hand. That's kind of why I left it on this screen for so long. That looks sweet, doesn't it? Like they're off enjoying life, and you know, she's just basking in the moment, and he's, you know, trying to get him some. Now, let me ask you a question. That picture right there on screen, it's a beautiful picture, right? It's romantic, maybe passion. There's a lot of great things you could say about it. You know what are some kind of terrible thoughts that can go ahead and add a little salt to the Kool-Aid? And just to let everyone know, if you don't know how to make Kool-Aid, salt ain't it. Leave the salt where it belongs, which is not inside the Kool-Aid, please. Thank you. You never know. Some people, I mean, there's no such thing as pointless information. It's all useful to somebody, right? Especially the person that does not know how to make Kool-Aid. What if I was to tell you that he's cheating? That's not his girlfriend. What if I was to say that that's not her man or her husband? They're just off somewhere behind closed doors, being saucy, getting it on, almost, or getting their cheating on. You would be like, oh, well, never mind. It's not even cute anymore. Still cute. It's still a nice picture because without the aspect of maybe or the idea of maybe that they're cheating on on their partners, let's say they both got partners. The act of cheating itself, if none of that was going on the screen, this would be something that would be adored and aw at. Isn't it interesting when it comes down to the concept of cheating is that there's there's a lot of folks that will say I have zero tolerance. Nope. But then there's also a lot of folks out there that will say, you know what, a marriage is work. You just gotta work at it, and sickness and health and to forgive and all that other stuff and it's almost like a contradiction, right? How come people who are in relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, not married, how come they're more willing to stay with a person who has treated them wrong and who has cheated on them versus people who are married? Technically, I know a few people who are married that has worked through an affair or cheating happening, an occurrence throughout their what's that called? Unity, I guess. Their sacred unity, to where they still stick around. Is that okay? To each and everyone's own, right? What about the relationship for the boyfriend and girlfriend? Is that okay? To each and everyone's own, huh? Throughout this stream, the topic at hand is me approaching the topic of cheating. Cheaters, I'm going to dissect it in a way to where it is supposed to be as non-biased as possible. I have been cheated on before. I have got played. That's why I'm reiterating this and making it the utmost known that I am approaching it from a non-biased point of view. I'm leaving my favoritism and my opinions personally that hold dear to me aside. That's the best way to approach topics like this because sometimes sometimes you gotta break it down from a point of view that doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with you or anyone else that you know. Let's look at it as the big picture as a whole. So it's gonna sound a little philosophical. I'm Fluffy.Justice, aka Fluffy J. To each and all, I hope you have yourself an awesome Saturday. If you're already starting your Saturday, high five. Hopefully your Friday wasn't too bad. The Last of Us Part 2. Oh yeah. Everybody is looking for something. Don't it sound like they're saying you're in trouble? In trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're in trouble. Uh-oh. 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 I love this beat. It's fantastic. Uh-oh. Okay. That's the voice I was trying to do. I just failed at it. Maybe next time. Mm-mm. Hey. What's up? Uh. Mm. Uh. I used to think he said, brand new whip got no kids. He said, got no keys.
The dash is busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsie. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby that's going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy had made me. And she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. Young Money Records, the Army, the Navy. It ran me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. Born in yellow like Tracy and Katie. I trusted my they never betray me. Met all these they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me. Did all the favors, they never repay me. It wasn't my favor, nobody.
Got no keys. Tell him
How
out.
many supplies you find?
We
No
can't touch
starch,
this
please.
stuff. It's old world.
Are you... You need supplies. We're not out of the woods yet. Pun fucking intended.
What's a pun?
Pun fluffing intended. Did that little girl just ask what's the pun? You are a teenager. She's out of pocket, you guys. Alright. Most of y'all that may catch this vibe probably don't give a fluff about a video game at all. But to those out there who probably does, let me explain. Just a moment, okay? That whole we're not out the woods yet. Technically, we were in the woods. It was very confusing because it was so goddamn dark. And then we kind of went through this fence, and then it was like the light of day almost. Marcy, I served her with some nice justice. A little bit too aggressively, but you know what? She deserved it. But here I just met these two folks, Yara and I don't know, the golden child. I don't know what her name is yet. I haven't paid attention enough, but you can tell she's a teenager because she don't know what the fluff of anything that she's talking about, and she's a little bit disrespectful and rude. So hopefully we won't have to serve her any justice. Yara just got her arm broke. They bashed her elbow in from the inside with a hammer. They're like, clip her wings. I said, what you mean clip her wings? What are you about to do to her? And then I witnessed it, and then that just pissed me off more. So I was like, okay, so obviously justice is definitely going to happen throughout tonight. So if you guys hear me get a little bit aggressive, just know I'm trying to do it passively. Okay? It's anyone that's passing by. Like, god damn, he's hella aggressive. Like, yeah, I put it in the text. I told you. I said it. That's basically where I'm at. This is my first playthrough. We're gonna get this on and popping. If you see the screen go blue, it's because I'm saving the content in like increments in between 30 and 60 minutes to my PlayStation 4 hard drive, so I can edit it from there in the Share Factory and upload it towards YouTube when I'm ready to share the whole playlist. That's coming soon. I just gotta stop bullshitting and beat the game. So without further ado, I appreciate anybody, all peeps, social media, Twitter, if you caught this, anyone who caught it from Twitter, thank you. High five. Ouch. I appreciate you. Sorry, I got my fuego stick in my hand. It's almost time for that just a cheers moment. To anyone here on Twitch, chill back, lurk, kick back, go get a snack. Make sure you got some water, because if you don't participate in the 420s type of energy, at least you come join in for this. For what? It's just a cheers moment. Because in one hand, I want those who do partake, grab your fuego sticks, aka your lighters. In the other hand, whatever it is that you choose to use, doesn't matter if it's special to whoever, as long as it's special to you. You know why? Because it's a tool for you to put that piece of harmony inside. Right. Now this is where everybody else gets to come in. Haha. All together now. Have a cheers with me. If not for us, then the people that we may know, that I don't know, that you don't know, that you know what, someone does know, whether it's on Twitch, social media, doesn't matter. They might need it. Bring them together. Kind of like that whole piece of harmony vibe that I'm trying to aim for. Maybe I'll get the message across one day. We all need people. And we're all just people trying to figure it out. So why not kind of help one another? Right? You think about it. Because I've already thought about it. It's 20 minutes past 4. We don't like to let the time fly. Cheers and smooth sailing into your Saturday. Oh my god, who is this interesting corny guy? Fluffy.Justice, aka Fluffy J. Oh. Yeah. I know. Kinda. I don't know. But here we go. Here we go. Here I go. One more time. You know what? I wonder why he even pressed go and goes live. Because I'm a vibe now. Yesterday, kind of, but right now, I'm vibing. I feel it. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to pump up the jam, god damn it. Sound check, mic check, justice check. It's just a check, that's all.
Sound check.
How you doing?
Mic check.
Yeah?
Justice check.
Oh, okay, well,
It's just a check.
okay, calm down. Yeah, I have to excuse that guy. He doesn't know any better. That's right. I don't. Obviously, I don't have OBS. Duh. But I'm gonna get there one day, eventually. If you don't believe me, just watch. Alright, so if you see my screen look a little funky, it's because I don't know how the hell to fix whatever it is, that blotchiness that happens. I see it on Twitch.
Never seen scars going after scars before.
Seraphites.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my head.
Fine, don't tell me. I really don't care.
I think she just did tell you, Abby. Is that not a good enough reason? So that's Yara over there that's writhing in pain. That's why she's holding her arm. They're out of pocket for that. And I don't know her name yet. I didn't pay attention to the subtitles. Shame on me. But imagine, to be persecuted for shaving your head. Back in the day, that's what they made nuns or any woman of religious practice do. I think actually a lot of women in the temples had to shave their head, but maybe that's when they reached a certain age. Don't quote me on it, okay? The nun part, yeah, you can quote me on that one, but the whole temple thing. I'm just gonna upgrade. I'm not gonna do a goddamn thing. Let me get out of here. That was a tease. That was a complete disappointment. I don't even have the resources to do anything. Whose garage are we in? So cheaters. I don't know how many people has been cheated on before. Hell, I don't know how many people listening has even been in a relationship. Yep. Whew, fresh. That's that clean rainwater, I hope. Yep, it is. Alright, cool. We had to wash off yesterday because that gameplay was different. Because we're starting anew. You dig? Me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I normally am honest, but I'm gonna be extra honest because I want to let everyone know that I'm not speaking on this topic based on experience, but I do have experience in being cheated on. I remember when I was about, let's see, about 2 months away. No, I 1 month away from turning 18 years old. Now, mind you, I didn't lose my virginity till about that time. It was like a few months before, and I met this girl. Her name was Erica. Now, this is my first time dating a quote unquote Caucasian woman. Um, time out. Why does it look like she's emulating shadows and they're coming out of her? Alright, Shikamaru. What the hell is going on? What is that going on? That's weird. Okay. Anyways. Erica was my first Caucasian girl. Now, she was not the first girl that cheated, but this one kind of gave me a perspective that started a long chain of wisdom, I guess. Erica was a cheerleader. She went to a high school that was known for its football team, and they had money. They won a lot of championships in their district. Very renowned school. She had a boyfriend, an ex. His name was Rashad. Rashad was about 5'2", maybe. Okay, I'm sorry. He was like at least 5'4", maybe. I'm giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt in inches. Feet, I don't know. But what's wild? Here I am, because I'm like I'm about right now 6 foot and a shit ton of centimeters. By the time I probably was like, I don't know, 5'10". I don't know. I was tall. That's great. A lot of women that, especially high schoolers and especially cheerleaders, they like guys that are tall. That mouse was not supposed to do that. Did the gun hit it? I don't know. That was scary. But normally you would think, okay, I'm an athlete, tall,
I've been wanting to read something like
broad
this.
shoulders. People used to tell me I had like a mixture of the whole Nick Cannon and Usher thing going. And I was like, are you sure? Because Usher has a bean head, but it's the face. Just the face. I'm like, okay. So I don't have a bean-shaped head. Alright, I get it. It's the eyebrows, I guess. The whole Nick Cannon thing, I had long hair once upon a time ago. Bring your own bullets. How to make your own improvised munitions with everyday household items. Oh, you guys are awesome for writing this book and leaving it here in this car garage. Anyways, either way, turns out she was dating both of us. Go figure. Right. Now, that one didn't hurt. The one before that, that one did. I didn't lose my virginity with Erica. I lost my virginity in January. My birthday's in April, the end of April. I dated this girl in March named Nicole. Nicole's reason for it's funny when I talk about it out loud, but it's wild to think about. Nicole's reason for cheating on me was, oh my god, this is her words, verbatim. I just want to let everyone know I'm not being out of pocket or inappropriate just because I could be. I'm just trying to be as factorial as possible. Facts. Facts. Yes. Excuse me. Get some snacks. Did y'all get some snacks? I hope so. I drank some water too for those of y'all who didn't participate in the 420s energy. I told you. But her excuse was, well, I cheated on you and had sex with another guy because I know that his dick was smaller than yours because I felt yours. and I didn't want it to hurt our first time having sex. Swear to God. Swear to anything and everything that I stand for, which is a lot of stuff that you might high five. I mean, our last name is Justice, but it's not the kind of justice you think. I don't have a badge or a cape. I'm essential, kind of like toilet paper in 2020. Right. One second. Uno momento. Hey, yo, Eddie. I hope to God you're okay, man. The latest truce has fallen apart, and we've been ordered to just bring our asses back home. They have other assignments for us. Phew. I've sent 2 search parties to look for you, though. To no avail. Please find this note, and I hope you're okay, and come find us. And you know what? Fluff these scars. Alright? All of them with these weird scars on their face. Right? They're going around putting smiles on their faces. Manually. With a knife. Matt. That's a long note, Matt. But yeah, no, I promise you. And I'm not making it up. That's what I was told. The most interesting thing I've ever heard at that time. But I didn't start dating until I was around that time and point of almost turning 18. That one stung because it didn't make any sense. And what made it even funnier is that her best friend was trying to get down. She's trying to get her wild thing on. But I turned it down. I said no. I am a loyal person. I know how to be committed. I know how to treat someone right. I know how to do the things that I'm supposed to do. It just depends on the person that I'm doing them for, right? And that led me to believe that when you're young, hell, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You probably shouldn't even be dating. Because you're probably going to do shit like that for no damn reason and lie about it to make yourself feel better, right? Because who likes hurting other people's feelings? Because a lot of folks out here don't like confessing to the truth at all. They rather not look themselves in the mirror and have to say, "You're an asshole, you know that? You're disgusting. You're despicable." That's hard to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. But teenagers, they don't know anything about that. They're teens. They're still young and dumb. So wild, yet not free at all. I had another incident that happened. This girl name was Jennifer. Jennifer was, what's the word? Hispanic, Mexican, with the whole Latino vibe. She stayed around the corner from the house I was living in with my cousins when I stayed in San Antonio, Texas. That's where I went to high school at for my senior year. Had no idea. That kind of side blinded me, and there was no reason, no excuse given, nothing. Right? It just she did tell me though. That one she did say it. I've always been told that I was cheated on, but never before. Cause who tells people, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm about to go do this thing with this other person." I don't know, I guess it's called cheating, but technically I told you. So if you still decide to be with me, that's on you. I haven't never heard that one. Don't worry. Weird shit happens all the time in the world, right? You listening to this, you probably heard that before. It wouldn't surprise me. The story might, but not the whole principle behind what I was. Anyways, so to make a long history of getting played and stuff short, I've been cheated on 7 times. Yeah, I know. Oofing incredible, huh? And yes, it did happen in my youth. I I think the last time that I was cheated on or played like a sucker, and that I know for 100% that it happened. Give me a second. I'm filtering it. I'm filtering my brain. I have a long line of history. Hold on. I've dated a lot. Give me a second. Can someone play the Jeopardy ringtone for me? Just for ringtone, because that shouldn't be more than 30 seconds. This is stupid. This shouldn't be that hard. I'm just gonna give you the last one that I can think of at the top of my dome. Okay. It was shit. Damn. 2008. This is the first time that I had proposed to a woman. This was my first engagement. I proposed twice. Only claimed one of the engagements. Yeah, I'll touch on that later on if I can remember. But she went down to Virginia to go hang out with her friend. Stayed on an army base because that's where her friend had her boyfriend was in the army. And never would have guessed it at all. Never would have pegged this girl to be out of pocket like that. Not one bit. Because sex was not her thing at all. Now mind you, to be patient with a person that doesn't really care for sex, people may not realize how much of a feat it is, but that is one hell of a sacrifice. Think about it. You like burgers, you like steaks, you like all that delicious food, right? And then you go and date someone that does not put any goddamn seasoning in anything, and it's all healthy food, aisle section food. I know I said food twice, but oh, hold on, this is a nice little shower time. Anyway, but imagine that. Sure, you can make a compromise, but they're not willing to make a compromise for you. It's just you all day. Just you. Compromise. Sacrifice. She went down there, met some guy, and they had sex. How do I know? I knew this before she even told me. You want to know how? Because when she got back, she voluntarily was like, come on, let's go have sex. Now that was weird to me because that's not normal. Hold on, where's this extra ambition coming from? That's weird. Now, also mind you, we weren't on the best terms relationship wise. But I tell you what, I automatically knew, especially during it, because the way how she was talking to me was not normal at all. That was not her. No, she didn't read a book. No, don't make excuses, please. I'm telling you, for real. Because that later on, like a week later, is when she told me what happened. You know, people like to make excuses for other people's actions. No. Fact is, she did what she did. That's a fact. Now let me ask you a question.
We're almost to the coast.
Because I'm about to focus on gameplay in a second. In each of those situations that I just named off from my past, would you say that any of those are justifiable? I don't know why we're walking like that. It's weird, kind of. We're like hopping and skipping. And it's like we're sneaking, but not really. Aren't we supposed to be down like this if we're sneaking? Anyway. Here, I'll do you a favor. The one that I will say would be the most justifiable is the very last one. I'm not saying that it was okay. I said justifiable. Why? Because The other three, being young does not disqualify you from being held accountable for being a cheater. That doesn't. That's not an excuse.
Demons. Stay
Demons?
behind me.
Is that what you call them, huh? You can dodge. He said, you know, that's weird because they feel pain. I'm like, so you guys are not zombies. You guys are technically somewhat human in a way still. I don't know. They're creatures. Either way, she said there was demons. Chill out, golden child. Okay? Knock it off. Y'all get your girl. Your stepdaughter, whoever she is. Yeah, no. But, justifiably, the one at the end, the one who I had proposed to. You want to know why? Because. I'll tell you later on. Don't worry, I won't forget. I got my ADHD kind of in check. Kind of. But either way, this is just my story. I wanted to break it down before I went on to the second part. Good shot. Oh no, my weapons broke. Was there another weapon in there, Ghost? No? I'm stuck with the weapon that I have? Oh no. Oh no. God damn it. Come on, there has to be. Can I pick up a rock? Is there like a boulder brick? No? I just have to like throw hands? Okay. Okay, video game. Channel 13 News was here, but no one came and reported this bullshit. Woo! I felt something crawling on my toes. I was gonna say, oh, hell no. Oh, a little pathway right here. That wasn't gonna help. Alright, let's be sneaky. This is how I be sneaky. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. Let me go this way. This is how I do it. I'm trying to sneak. Ooh, you scared me. I was like there's something in front of me. So I kinda backed up and I almost stopped. I was like, and I felt my heart drop. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there. Oh my God, yeah, I'm praying that it's all good in this house right now. There's demons around and I like to call them monsters. Run around and find there. I don't know, I got nothing. Is that a person? Hello? This game is out of pocket. This game is... You see that? What are you doing? Praying? Taking a knee? That's wild, turkey. What are you doing? This is interesting. They can't see the flashlight, I presume. Why can't I grab him? Hello? I see him right here. This video game wants me to pop off. You see him too? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's her. Okay. That's so stupid. Alright. Okay. I'm dumb for that one. That's my bad. I didn't know it was her. How'd she get in front of us? Okay. Damn, I feel ridiculous for that one. Yo, can you go get your step entry, please? scaring me. I had no idea. Oh boy. King Oof. I oofed it. I did right there, but good thing I didn't die in a video game. That would have been stupid. Stupider. I know. Maximum stupidity achieved. And that's how you get a trophy. They have a picture of my face on it looking stupid like, I didn't know. Hey guys, how you doing down there? I'm not gonna waste my brick on you. Oh, brickhead boy. How do I sprint again? And I'm gonna jump with what? Did you? Uh-oh. Oh. Damn it. That's my, secret move. I thought I felt something crawling on my foot. I swear to God, if it's an ant, y'all might hear me make a loud noise. It's gonna sound like a shriek. That's my phobia. Yes. I am petrified of ants. I have more than 2 legit reasons. I promise. Nope, not right now. I'm about to get down. There. Woo. Who else is in here though? That's what I'm curious about. 1, 2. Tree. Just tree? Can I make a silencer? Yikes. Jinkies. Okay, I'm all good. For real? Okay, video game, whatever you say. Almost didn't make it. Man, he's a loud, he dies very loud. No, that's a glass. Okay. Where'd he go? You don't see me. He did do what he did to me. Let's come back here, buddy. Ah, right there was the shot. If you weren't walking like a goddamn fool. Nah, he didn't win all the way. I'm going down there. We up in here, aren't we? Hey. What you got? Interesting vision? Yes, you do.
Heads up!
Yep. Heads up, 7 up. You got it? Did you get to there? Y'all see that's one gonna use it. Wow. First. You too. Justice. Alright, video game. Don't play with me tonight.
Now what? Quite confident it's this way. Quite confident?
That's what I was thinking,
You don't
Abby.
have to follow us.
Ooh.
You want me to leave you two out here alone?
Let's just get out of here.
Listen, girls, y'all need to knock this the fluff off. Y'all are not enemies right now. Y'all have one common goal. Survive. Isn't that wild and amazing? Knock it off. That was a nice TV. Is this an apartment? Or a finished basement? Let me see. I'm about to say, there better be something in one of these drawers. Gotta take some of those toggles away. That's ridiculous. Can I craft something? I'm gonna go ahead and prepare it right now. Look at it. We put scissors on it with duct tape. Hey, how you doing in there? She needs to stop creeping around. She's freaking me out. Cereal. Like, real cereal. Like a big bowl of cereal. That's just creeping me out. Craft incendiary shells. Craft 2 shotgun shells, which fire a white cone, dealing heavy damage and lighting enemies on fire. I love it. What's the next one? Craft 2 standard bullets for your hunting pistol will still okay. Ooh. I like you. A 50? No. No. I like this a lot. I'm about to get it. I got it. How do I do it? Right here? Gonna make one. Close. Oh, okay. That's alright, cool. That's a full loadout because I have a double barrel. Hell yeah. Sweet. Ooh, shite. That's on me. Can't blame the video game for that one. Okay. My regular gun? No. Oh, ammo. Oh, we did that fast, Abigail. If there's anybody else up in here, you better make yourself known. I thought there was, so I was like, oh, hi, never mind. This your house? My fault. This your crib? Your pad? Okay. That's intriguing. So, okay. Dang, you just drove it right into the building, huh? Sure. So I'm creeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. I love it. Yes. Give me the loot. What's that button again? I don't remember. What's that button again? I don't remember. I have a horrible habit with messing with my configurations because somewhere deep inside of me, I think that there's a perfect way for me to like vibe out, to show off, to show out. Basically to wow the fluff out in gameplay. Except for I haven't found it, and I've been changing my control configuration a hefty amount of times that I do not feel proud to say out loud. But it's at least been more than like 7. Yep. Nope. Can't do anything with that. Not good. Nope. Okay, let's do it. I don't know. Okay, so R3 is incorrect. So let me look at what L3 is real fast. Nothing. Okay, cool. I didn't equip anything to it. I found out that I tense up in moments during combat, something happens, or my hand, it like tweaks or it jerks. I don't know, but my thumb is heavy. I don't realize that I press down, and that's why I have nothing assigned to that except for shoulder swap when I'm aiming. So I should save myself an oof or two, right? Okay. Crouch, weapon swap, bam. Press block, melee. Alright, so nothing really different. That slow motion messed me up somehow. I don't know how though. That doesn't make a lick of sense at all. But whatever. Sure. You know? How's me aiming? Oof. Not that strong, Mamacita.
I get you through, you open that gate, right?
We'll open it.
Come on.
Wait. Her name is Yara?
Your turn. Watch that arm.
So what's her name? Oh my gosh, her arm. You go ahead, girl. Gosh, I can only imagine how much that hurt a little bit. Hurry up.
Doc,
Just a minute.
hurry up.
Oh. Fuck. Oh, I'm like, oh, I didn't see you. Oh, turn your flashlight on, Flo. Oh, was that your whole front piece? Someone's gonna catch these new shotgun bullets I just upgraded. I see you coming through that wall. The clicker. Dude. How are you still alive after that?
How's it going out there?
How's that thing still alive?
I can't believe I trusted Scars.
Well, they're trying. Calm down, Abigail. Alright, you're stressing me out. If you get up somehow. That motherfucker almost got... I don't know how I did that. Dude, that's what... Y'all wonder... Shit! It's a setup! Rattle. Damn. It's not supposed to be that easy to fucking press. I can't press it that easily when I want to. No. Fuck. Oh, shit. Nice shot. Can y'all hurry up, please, and open this door? I am panicking. Oh my gosh, dude, this is not okay. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Oh shit, hell no. Dude. Girls, hi. Y'all right? Where's that motherfucker at? Oh, the big boy's here. Wow. That shotgun. Okay. Hello? What the fuck? How long do they take? How long do they need? There's still fucking residue everywhere. Huh? Like, what's going on? I get why she think that they left. Because that's taking way too long. I'm like, I done went through a whole team of people, and their backup has came, and then their backup has came. Excusez-moi. Moments like this, that's called aggressive. I did put, as a tag, passive aggressive. Yes. Mother fluffers. I cannot believe the oof that just happened here. I can't. I'm kind of, I'm flabbergasted. because this is my yeah, it's my first playthrough, so I didn't know what the hell to expect. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. The things. Why is my kilobyte so low? What? Why is my stream health so low? That a how? Why? What's that say? Twitch server. ORD. I don't know what that means. Twitch inspector. Let's talk about it. Okay. Hmm? What? It's about to auto refresh in a moment. Hold on. What's weird is that my average byte rate, my stream health, has been at 5,500, and then the max has been at 6,500, which is great, especially for 60 frames per second. Now, why the minimum is at 115, I have zero clue. And also, why would it even touch instability is flooring me. Don't play with me right now. Wow. Why? Huh? What? That is disappointing, everyone. You know why? Because technically you're supposed to have a stream health to where it's not supposed to drop anywhere below 900. And if it's somewhere around the 700s, the quality looks shitty, horrible, redunculous, unwatchable to others. And it's not getting any better. When I started this, it was chilling at a smooth 5,000. I seen that. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to sit here for a second. I'm going to put on a jammy jam. That's what I like to call them. A jammy jam is music vibes. It could be chill, it could be hype, but it's late night. I'm going to make it make sense. How about that? I'm going to shut the fluff up, and I'm going to observe Twitch Inspector. Oh, oh no. What happened, Fluffy? But since we were talking about the topic of cheating anyways, sorry. I'm gonna play something that's a philosophy. He's a philosopher. I respect some of the things he says because it makes sense. Not everything he says. I don't believe everything he says, but I dig it. I can pick it up. What he's laying down, by the way, is what I mean. I hope you find some cool thoughts
Well,
with
now,
this.
really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling, you see, we don't say rising into love. There is in it the idea of the fall. It goes back, as a matter of fact, to extremely fundamental things. That there is always a curious tie at some point between the fall and the creation. Taking this ghastly risk is the condition of there being life. You see, for all, life is an act of faith and an act of gamble. The moment you take a step, you do so on an act of faith because you don't really know that the floor is not going to give under your feet. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith. The moment you enter into any kind of human undertaking in relationship, what What an act of faith. You've given yourself up. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. Love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you. Take me. Do anything you like with me. See? So that's quite mad, because you see, it's letting things get out of control. All sensible people keep things in control. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Security. Vigilance. Watch it. Police. Watch it. Guards. Watch it. Who's going to watch the guards? So, actually, therefore, because of wisdom, what is really sensible is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity. You see, the difficulty of it is this. You cannot teach a selfish person to be unselfish by any means. That is to say, whatever a selfish person does, whether it be giving his body to be burned or giving all that he possesses to the poor, he will still do it in a selfish way of feeling. And he will be able to do this with extreme cunning and marvelous self-deception and deception of others besides. But the consequences of fake love are almost invariably destructive, because they build up resentment on the part of the person who does the fake loving, as well as on the part of those who are its recipients. This is why the foreign aid program has been such a dismal failure. Now, of course, you may say that I'm talking in a very impractical way, because you would say, well, do we just have to sit around and wait until we become inwardly converted and learn, through the grace of God or some sort of magic, how to love, and in the meantime do nothing about it and conduct ourselves as selfishly as we feel? There is, as a matter of fact, something to be said for that. Because the first problem in the whole of this is honesty. And the reason why the Lord God says at the beginning of things, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind, is not because the Lord God is stupid, but because he's very clever. That which appears to be a commandment is actually a challenge, or what in Zen Buddhism would be called a koan, a spiritual problem. Because if you exercise yourself resolutely in trying to love God and or your neighbor, you will find that you get more and more tangled up. You will realize increasingly that the reason why you are attempting to obey this as a commandment is that you want to be the right kind of person. And obviously you want to be the right kind of person for your own reasons. And so if you do, in the first place, feel selfish and come to the conclusion, as a result of trying various experiments with love, that you love yourself more than anybody else, the proper thing to do is to investigate your self-love, to find out why you love yourself and what you mean by yourself when you say you love yourself. For the reason is this: love is not something that is a sort of rare commodity. Everybody has it. Existence is love. But it's like water flowing through a hose. It depends in which direction you point it. So everybody has the force running. And maybe the way in which you find the force of love operating in you is that you have a passionate like for booze, or ice cream, or automobiles, or good-looking members of the opposite sex, or even the same sex. But there is love operating. And people, of course, tend to distinguish between the various kinds of love. There are good kinds, such as divine charity, and allegedly bad kinds, such as, in quotes, animal lust. But it should be understood, I think, that they are all forms of the same thing. But they differ in rather the same way that the colors of light, of white light, divide into the spectrum when passed through a prism. So we might say that the red end of the spectrum of love is Dr. Freud's libido, and the violet end of the spectrum of love is agape, what is called divine love or divine charity. And that in the middle, the various yellows, blues, and greens are friendship, human endearment, consideration, and all that sort of fellow feeling. But it's all the same thing. And so the thing is, first of all, to get it moving, to follow whatever kind of love you have in the first place. Because you cannot control love until you have some to control, until you have it running. You've got to get your car running before you can learn how to drive it. You will not become a skillful driver by sitting at a still car in a garage any more than you will become a skilled dancer if you simply never move your arms and legs. And so the first thing then is to discover what indeed you do love, if anything, and you will find there is something. And then go into the nature of that. Now, it's said that selfish people love themselves. I would say that that is really a misunderstanding of the whole thing, because yourself is something that is really impossible to love. There are various reasons for this, but one obvious reason is that loving oneself is as difficult as kissing your own lips. Oneself, when you try to focus on it, to love it or to know it, is oddly elusive. It always slips away like the pursued tail of a dog who is trying to get hold of his own tail. So to pursue your own end has some difficulties about it. If you explore what you love when you say you love yourself, you will make the startling discovery that everything you love is something which you thought was other than yourself. Even if it be very ordinary things such as ice cream or booze, in the conventional sense, booze is not you, nor is ice cream. It turns into you in a manner of speaking when you consume it, but then you don't have it anymore. And so you look around for more in order to love it once again. But so long as you love it, you see, it's never you. When you love people, even however selfishly you love them, because of the pleasant sensations they give to you, still, it is somebody else that you love. And as you inquire into this, as you follow honestly your own selfishness, many interesting transformations begin to come about in you. One of the most interesting transformations of being directly and honestly selfish, in the same way that, for example, cats are, is that you stop deceiving people. A great deal of damage is done in practical human relations by saying that you love people, when what you mean is that you ought to, and you don't really. You give the wrong impression, and people begin to expect things of you which you're never going to come through with. We've been taught, for example, that we ought to love our enemies. Now, we don't really understand what it means to love our enemies. We think it means to be charitable towards them in the hope that we will convert them, and so that they will cease to be our enemies. The real reason for loving enemies is that one needs enemies. They're terribly important to you. For example, I think that some of you here feel that you belong to a nice set of people. It may be an ordinary kind of bourgeois coterie of pleasant squares, or it may be a church group of some kind, a club, or a special cult, or just a group of friendly drinkers. But at any rate, you feel that by virtue of membership in this society, you belong to a special in-group of nice or saved people. Now, when you consider what nice people talk about when they sit round the dinner table and have an opportunity to nurture their collective ego, you will find that the most fascinating topic of conversation is the nasty people. How awful they are, what dreadful things they do, and what is it all coming to. And this very, very satisfactory condemnatory conversation nurtures your ego. But people who do that don't seem to realize that they thereby depend on the nasty people in order to know that they're nice. They are, as a matter of fact, highly indebted to them. On the other side of the picture, the nasty people, they, on their side, consider that they really are the best people, and to nurture their collective ego by blasting the bourgeoisie, the squares, the wasps, know-nothings, or whoever they may be. And so, for the collective ego of the non-squares, the squares are extremely necessary. If they were to disappear tomorrow, many of us would lose a cause. Now, the minute you begin to become aware of this, it's rather embarrassing. It's, of course, humorous, and I'm glad that you see this, because at once you begin to realize how much you depend on an enemy, or an outsider, or a group of damned people as distinct from your own group of saved people. And so you begin to realize that if your collective ego, or yourself, depends on your being on the in, but you can only be on the in with relation to something that is out. And since the in and the out are inseparable, if there is to be any in or any out, you suddenly discover that yourself is bigger than you thought it was. It includes the other, and you can't do without it.
What do y'all think?
Fluffy, what the fluff does that have to do anything with cheaters, man?
Oh, right. That's my bad. No, it does. It all goes hand in hand. I'm about to explain it right now. Unfortunately, my stream health is just chilling at 779 kilobytes per second. It says excellent. I'm like, you're a goddamn liar, Twitch inspector. And since I am recording content, I'm actually saving it right now to my hard drive. Okay, cool. I was say he's gonna let me. I have it set for 60 minutes, so it should work out pretty okay. But the reason I played that for you guys is because how do I let me think about it because I want to word it right. It just all depends how I start. Okay. I firmly believe that as we was growing up from childhood into teenagerhood into young adults, that the only love, intimacy, affection, the only idea of it that we had, that we was taught, I would say at least like 80 something percent of the world of America. How about that? Or even North America. How about that? Okay. Was because Disney showed us, TV showed us. Yeah, TV is a lie. TV is fantasy. I remember watching Full House and realizing that that's not real life. No, 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 no. But that's what TV is. It's fantasy. It paints a pretty picture of how we all imagine it that we want it to be, right? So when it comes to Disney, when it comes to the shows that's on TV, it gave us a fantasy, an illusion of the definition and meaning of what is love. The reason that we wasn't taught it by our parents is because I don't know any parents that's teaching their kid how to love. You know what I'm saying? Like how to be a decent human being. Sure, that's one thing, but a parent can't teach their kid how to love because the kid's gonna love differently than the parent is. Matter of fact, that's an awkward conversation, just like the birds and the bees conversation, right? You can tell them what not to settle for, what to look for in a person, but it's almost like you're putting on your thoughts and your perspective, your opinions, and instilling it into their head. You want them to make decisions that you would make. Children will do that, but yet they are their own individuals and their own human beings, and they're going to make the decisions that they're going to make. Some identical to what you did, some completely foreign, and you have no idea where the hell they got it from or what the hell they was thinking. Couldn't be you, right? Right. I get it. So, with that being touched on, and obviously it's rhetorical that I don't have to say it, but teachers don't teach kids how to love, right? They shouldn't because they end up in the news. But there is no real teaching or understanding, technically, I should say, that goes hand in hand with understanding what love is. Just like he said, if you guys heard it, you have to surrender yourself to another. I give myself to you, just like he said. I agree, because if two individuals who are in a unity with each other, whether they're boyfriend or girlfriend or whether they're married, if they both think on the same level in telling, I give myself to you, that's a give and give, right? Love exchange. To take into consideration another person's feelings. Hell, it still ties in with surrendering, because you have to leave your pride aside in order to understand a person's point of view or their perspective, right? You have to surrender your ego. You have to surrender your favorite opinions. Maybe not on a 100% scale, but yeah, you have to lean back a little bit, lean up, ease up, open your mind, right? If love was understood more, I feel like infidelity, adultery, I guess, cheatings, affairs, it wouldn't happen as much. But unfortunately, the a sad truth is that human beings, they was never meant to be in a loyal type of commitment with one another, man and woman. By the way, think about it. If man and woman was invented and designed, created for one another, then wouldn't we be together, mates forever, like birds? Because birds are some of the few species and creatures on this planet that I know of that once they find their partner, that's their partner for life. And that's within their nature. See? I don't know Papa Happy Feet going over there, hey baby, let me see your jig. That's how he sounded on the movie. But I don't see him getting happy, slapping feet with another penguin girl, why Mama Penguin isn't around. They don't do that. So how come that's not in our DNA if we're supposed to be paired with one another? Because you figure it would be. I don't know any other species that are so committed to each other like a marriage or like a unity should be, right? I feel like the desires that go hand in hand with lust, pleasure, arousal, um, temptation, they're not talked about or understood enough because those are a lot of the attributes that are supposed to be instilled into a relationship and a marriage. And what happens after year one usually? Sometimes what happens after month three? Matter of fact, what happens like after they get some on the first day? That whole like that feeling, that thrive of that feeling. Is it there? Most people once they get what they want, I tried it. Yeah, man. You know, they make that noise too probably. Go on to the next. Um, Now that doesn't mean that I'm saying that human beings don't work out together, man and woman. No, because I've been seeing relationships that have been successful. They have a lot of years behind them, but they also have a lot of damage that goes along with it. Back in the early 1900s, yeah, the guy could go around and do whatever the hell he wants, talk to the wife the way he wanted to. He was the man. That's the man. You know, women were getting cheated on left and right. You know, and no one held the guys truly accountable. That changed in this century, but it was free play, free play, free play, and the wife stuck with it throughout a long career of a marriage that she was forced to have to deal with. There was no give and give. She was the only one giving her love and her sacrifice of life away in regards of having to live with someone who didn't respect her enough to not go out there and do the things that they did. Now, the tides have turned a lot nowadays where women are I feel like the number of women in America is increasing in regards of cheating and affairs. I feel like desire, pleasure, lust. passion, romance, this is and that. The fantasies that we all was brung up on from these shows that we watch plays a part in how we perceive relationships to be. And when they're not like that, that starts to make a person stray their attention. They ease up a little bit more towards the committedness and let someone else that brings a happy vibe to them in a little bit closer. It's easy to say what's wrong and what's right. It's easy to point blame. It's easy to say, well, this and that. But you're basically speaking on something of your own perspective, right? If you remove your favorite thoughts and opinions away from the whole situation, that's when you start to see things from an unbiased or neutral point of view. I'm not a firm believer that people should go out there cheating, but I'm also a firm believer, but I also am, on the vice versa, a firm believer of don't settle for being unhappy, because in this moment of life, you never know when it can be over. So be happy and enjoy the things you can, the way you can, in a way that makes sense, that's best for you and whoever else is involved. Moderation, discipline, you know? Can't just be out there having Wednesday vibes, Thursday vibes, thirsty Thursday vibes, fun fuck Saturdays. You thought I was going with fun fuck Fridays, didn't you? F and F and F? Mm-mm. No. That's, oh my gosh, forgive me Fridays, right? Okay. Go to church on Sundays. Jesus love press. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. You actually would believe it because you know. I guess. Sorry. You apologizing to JC for it. He died a virgin. I don't think he even knows what the fluff. You know what I'm saying? He understood people and humans, but if you listen to a lot of the quotes and verses in the Bible, uh, those were commandments, or basically rebuttals from the commandments that he was preaching and talking about. Not one thing was touched on the understanding of human nature at all, though. Is it okay for a person to cheat? I'm not answering that question. But I will say that it's not okay for a person to feel like they're stuck and trapped in a relationship that they're not happy in, and that's not healthy for them. And to be honest, sometimes, the only way to find your happiness, I guess, your type of happiness that you desire and crave and want, is to do you. Should you break up with the individual that you're with so you can go do you? I think you should definitely tell them. I think you should definitely have a conversation. Communication is key. Understanding is very key. Comprehending how another person feels is. But I think you should have that conversation with your partner and let them know, hey, I'm not happy with what's going on here. If they don't respect what you've been telling them and they continue to do whatever the bullshit that they do and not cater any kind of surrendering towards you, and you're doing more towards them, and you're distancing yourself away from that individual, c'est la vie. Such is life. Right? I didn't say it was okay, but I get it. I think once people realize that love is not what we grew up knowing, and that our parents didn't really show us the greatest example of how we're supposed to, because there's a lot of single moms nowadays, and there's a few relationships that I know of that the parents that started the child tagged out. Someone is with someone else, right? Divorce. Mom's friend. Oh, that's mommy's friend. He comes over sometimes and he sleeps in her bed, and I'm just like, mommy, why don't he sleep on the couch? And then she yells at me and she tells me to mind my business. See, that's not teaching. Go in your room, alright? Adults are chilling, adults are talking. Our children are picking up our habits from us based on the things that they see and the people that we involve into their environment. Yes, it's our environment, but really they're seeing it from a perspective of where they're bringing things in as knowledge and experience, and they're adapting to it and going on into life thinking that stuff like that is okay. And then they go to do it when they get older because that's what they seen. That's what they kind of know, yet they don't know because nothing is understood. The only thing that people understand is that cheating is bad. Once a cheater is always a cheater, which is not true because once a cheater does not mean that a person will cheat again. Whatever reason that they did what they did in the past don't mean that it's going to be repeated in the future. So that's a myth. So you see how we don't understand a goddamn thing about anything as individuals? We kind of just go with what we think we know. And most people don't know a goddamn thing when it comes down to love. Because if they did, maybe people would be more happy. Maybe people wouldn't go out and settle so much in life. Because when you settle, I'm still here. My controller died. It turned off. Right? Good thing I wasn't in the middle. I was at a pause. Happy about that. Let me rewind. Because when you settle, you basically sign yourself up for disappointment. Because to be content is not to be utterly satisfied. Right? It's like eating a meal. Eat half a sandwich, like, whew, okay. Alright, well, that's good. I got something in my stomach. Versus eating dinner, a nice portion, having something to drink to go along with it. And after you're done with your plate, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel great. I think I'm ready for bed. See what I'm saying? Full, mm, that was just a portion of a snack. An appetizer, I'm going to wrap this up by saying cheaters cheat because they rush into things that they should have never been in the first place. This world believes that if you're going to date someone, once you have sex, you guys are together. This world also believes that you have to get married before you have sex. Funny thing is, when we're teenagers, we're growing up and all our hormones and testosterones are going wild and bonkers. Hell, we're thinking about something. I don't know. It's rising up. What is this? Okay. I'm not a female, so I don't know how they feel. But I know guys, teenage boys, yeah, they're checking out girls and girls are checking out guys. That doesn't mean that they should be in a relationship, but don't mean that they should just be out there fluffing with one another, just Humpty Dumpty. I think if they understood what love really was, they wouldn't. Because why would they want to just be out there like that? Puppy love, teenage love, that shit usually lasts for a while, right? I noticed that teenagers end up being in a relationship longer than most adults do. Is it because they have that thrill there, that yes? So imagine if they had understanding to go with that yes, and then the world continued to go on, and the future was here, and then that generation was like, no, you have to surrender yourself, and if you're not ready to surrender yourself, then don't be in a relationship and just wait till you're ready. And then they pass that along to their kids. And then numbers of cheaters in the world and affairs and divorces go down because people understand what it means to actually love another person, and then maybe, just maybe, we can start working towards that whole peace on earth thing. Because if you can understand one aspect of love, it's only natural that you're going to start comprehending the other attributes that goes along with it. You dig? I'm ending the stream. My kilobytes is still at 778. I don't know why. And they're lying to me saying it's stable and it's excellent. You're good to go, Justice. You have the green light. And I'm like, you guys just don't like me, Twitch. I understand. You're lying to me. Lies. They're trying to cheat me out of my stream, y'all. Trying to cheat me out of my content, huh? You trying to cheat the hangman? You know I was about to serve some justice. You see Abby on the screen? I was working them, but they caught up to me, and I ran into that goddamn cloud of poisonous. What the fuck is this? And then we died. But till next time, I'm Fluffy.Justice, aka Fluffy J. Be safe, stay healthy. Cheers to you and your Saturday. For the both of us, and for those that we may know, even if we don't know. How about cheers to peace and harmony? 24 hours. If you can make it 24 hours. All you gotta do is keep up with it for about 16, then go to sleep for 8, and the next thing you know,
Hey, I did it. I did it, Justice. Hey, man. I accomplished the achievement. I got a trophy.
it's a past joke from earlier in this stream. Peace out, y'all.